you don't enjoy any of your gym workouts, and your current social group of friends are actually killing your gym progress. You rightfully go to the gym. You don't really want to go, you're not too excited, you're just training alone by yourself like you normally would. And then the boys text you, hey, you want to come for a pizza, a takeaway, drink some beers, have a good night. And before you know it, you're spending time with these people that you honestly don't really even care about. We're going to go step by step on how you can find your tribe of men. I went from a depressed individual in a year-long rut, completely out of shape, to someone who has now a social group who they invite me for workouts and we have very productive conversations. Step one is to start calisthenics. This means going out to your local calisthenics park and actually going outside, not being that gym rat, pushing weights indoors and you're not really socializing. You want to go outside, and I started with the gym rings where I went to a park and I met a few guys that way, exchanged contacts. But it's a much inferior way of meeting people as opposed to going to an actual calisthenics park, because you'll find so many different personalities and different avenues of people. You'll have the people that do boxing, you'll find also rock climbers. Zane, who is a really good friend of mine, and he does indoor rock climbing, and with him we organized really cool meetups with the other guys at the park to do gymnastics, and it was such a fun day at the gymnastics center. It was all of our first time doing it. You'll also find calisthenics athletes who are very disciplined and have the traits of people you'd want. It takes years to learn how to do front levers and planches and all these cool moves. There's not really many places where it's got this culmination of individuals who do different sports. So it gives you options on stuff you can do. And you'd be shocked at how frequently you take your workouts outside from the gym. You'll get very comfortable in social situations because there's always people going there, and you're kind of forced to socialize. And it's so much easier to do that when all of you have this same interest and things in common. To quickly summarize how you're going to meet these people, you go onto Google Maps and just search Calisthenics Park and it will come up with some parks nearby. If that doesn't work, this is a website that I use and the link's in the description. It's not the best website, but it gets the job done. You type in your postcode or address and it will come up with parks nearby locally. You just put the address into a playlist on Google Map. You can add like a bunch of locations to a playlist, similar to how you would on Spotify. You can do it with locations and addresses, and then you just visit those parks. When you get a free weekend, go there, get out of your comfort zone, and just approach some of the people that you see. Ask them what they're doing. Once you've spoke about fitness for a little bit, and chances are if you go to the gym, you're probably going to like the people you meet there. You just ask them for their WhatsApp, exchange details with them. After a few visits, you should have a few people to hang out with who are actually really beneficial to you. Step 2 to building your tribe of men is to actually get rid of your current group of friends. It's very hard to get rid of them, especially when you're just really comfortable doing the same things all the time. But you just have to reduce your interest and attention with them gradually. Your time, energy, and your attention is a commodity. It's like gold. Have more investment in the people that you meet at the park and decrease over time with the people, your current social circle. If people do not value your autonomy to do what you want with your time, and they almost make you feel kind of bad for it, then honestly, just fuck them. They don't deserve you. I know for a fact that you have some excuses as to why you cannot go to the calisthenics park and meet people as quickly as I'm suggesting that you can. And I'm about to give you a personal story that is just going to break your limiting belief. My first group of calisthenics friends that I made was in a completely different city to now where I am now in London. Last time I was in London, I went through a year-long rut. Couldn't make any friends. It was one of the loneliest and hardest times I went through. This time round, from day one of me arriving in London, I had my suitcase and my bags and I threw them away at my family's place. I had a bunch of calisthenics parks saved on my phone. I went to those parks. I approached a few guys and I got their WhatsApps by just being a good vibe. Like I said, just having a conversation with them. I'm a complete stranger just approaching these people at the park, acting as if I already knew them, which is a really good tip when you're meeting these people, is just to pretend like you already know them. Just make up a random story. There is literally no excuse if you're going to a new city, a new town, that you don't need to just be by yourself and around people that kind of suck the energy and life out of you. And I'm really going off on a tangent here, but it really is just that easy. You can literally do it from day one. Step number 3 to finding your tribe of men. This is actually probably the easiest step, and it is to change your identity. This is a concept from Atomic Habits, which I accidentally sort of put into action at one point in my life, where I was doing my marathon training. I didn't think about this marathon as a one-time event. I actually still run even 2 months after doing my marathon, and that's because of the identity that I have with running. I'm a runner. I'm not just training for an event. You need to be doing the same with calisthenics. You want to become a calisthenics athlete. Just start watching videos on handstands, how to do a muscle up, how to increase your pull-up numbers, regardless of the skill level that you are. And you can take what you've learned, send it to these people that you've got their Instagram, their WhatsApps, and just share the knowledge with them in person or when you're outside of the park. You can tell them, look, I've learned how to do this. If you try this little technique to get your first ever muscle up. And that's how I actually got my first muscle up. The rock climber Zane that I met, he's such a good friend. He taught me how to do a muscle up, and we're exchanging Instagram reels between each other. So at the surface level, you're doing that with the content you're consuming. If you can do that with podcasts and then books, you then become a much smarter individual. You'll want to go to the calisthenics park, and you'll be excited to speak about these topics that you're spending so much time looking into. You'll also find that once you've changed your identity, you actually can't relate to your current group of friends, and that will make it very easy for you to just only go to the calisthenics park and to make these necessary changes, which I understand are difficult at first. Step 4, this is the final step on building your tribe of men. You want to be the group leader, the group organizer. You want to organize events. Once you've exchanged contacts with people, create a group chat. Bring everyone together. You can do productive things with your free time instead of just being lazy and wasting your time watching brain rot. These are the type of individuals that like to be active. One of the calisthenics guys I've met, he's called Zav, and he's way more adventurous than I will ever be. He'll just go off doing mountain biking and camping, and you can organize all these really fun events with these people and face little to no resistance. They'll probably say yes, and they won't be like the type of people that you meet in the gym where you try to invite them to go to the gym and they're just wasting their time and they don't really want to join you and they're not particularly interested. Other ways that I was kind of making myself useful at the calisthenics park was bringing my own resistance bands. A lot of the skills to learn, like a front lever or the muscle up, when I was learning it for the first time, you use a resistance band on the bar and you put your feet down on the band and it kind of ejects you into the air. You can even ask the other guys if they want to use it as well. Just order it off Amazon. It's like £20. You can bring your gym rings. They're like, £30 off Amazon as well. These are really good investments and equipment that won't break on you. You can just keep on reusing it. And bring a Bluetooth speaker. Go to the park, blast some music, some, rocky or some funk music, whatever music you feel is appropriate to just play for a workout. Just play what you want. Make it a genuinely, bring the vibes with you. Just be that guy. So to summarize all the key takeaways and actionable steps that you should be taking after this video to build your tribe of men. Start doing calisthenics. Integrate with the community, interact with them, go on Google Maps or the calisthenicsparks.com website, which I've linked in the description. Search for calisthenics parks in your local area, add them to your Google Maps playlist, and then actually go to the parks. Get out of your comfort zone, speak to these people, ask how their workouts are going, then exchange WhatsApps, create WhatsApp groups with these people, and organize events, and also be an asset to your new group or tribe to be of men, and bring a Bluetooth speaker, resistance bands, and gym rings that you can buy on Amazon for 20 to 30 pounds. It's a really good investment, and you'll always be using it as you do calisthenics. With the people that you need to get rid of, your current social group, reduce interest and time gradually while increasing the commitments that you make with people that you've met outside at the calisthenics park, which I think is the best place you can go to, and would highly suggest you always go on a Saturday or Sunday when everybody's done with work, school commitment. That's when a lot of these calisthenics athletes come together, and you can meet all sorts of people like boxers, rock climbers, calisthenics athletes. Change your identity. You want to be watching Instagram content and changing your explore page. Valuable, informative content that will just make you a more interesting person, and you're not spending your free time watching brain rot. You're actually leveraging social media productively to increase your knowledge. No one taught me how to do this. This is all just from experience, raw, honest, like stories that I want to tell you guys to just break your limiting beliefs. Because if you are in my position or ever was, and you don't have friends that appreciate you, just put these action steps together and it will change your life. If you're serious about taking your mindset and your fitness to the next level, then I encourage you to join my free school community, where I'll be sharing exclusive breakdowns, challenges, behind the scenes, valuable knowledge, and eventually more advanced programs in the future. You can join, links in the description. It's free for the early members and is a part of my mission to give men purpose and a place where everyone can be accountable and to help each other out. It comes with your help, and I hope to see you there if you want to help support my mission to do just that. And thank you for watching the video.